Boom! Alright, let's get this light turned on. There we go. Now you can kind of see me. I realize, and this might be an issue of the screen that I'm looking at being so small, but every time I look at at the monitor to see what the screen looks like, I think that I'm barely visible, and I think it's all because of my dark hair and my dark beard. And yeah, I did just try to reach to the left for hair that is to the right. It happens. We are going to get started in about 4 minutes. I'm just watching the screensaver right now. I will get loaded in when we're closer to time to start. Bum, ba ba bum. Ba ba bum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum, bum. We're gonna get started pretty soon, about 3 minutes. So if you're hanging out, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am just kind of getting myself situated and emotionally prepared for what is going to happen. If this demo ends and a new one begins, I'll switch over to the PlayStation and you guys can watch that as we make our way through. But I think it actually just started a second demo. I think there are 3 demos in this game. That's quite interesting. In fact, I'm going to switch over now, even though we're not starting just yet. I don't usually start, or I don't usually let the game play in the background as it is now. And so I will see the cutscene that has music and it's pre-rendered, it's beautiful, it's one of my favorite things. And then I will see a demo screen that's just like in-game graphics, but it's another music video style. And now, I've never seen this before. I have never let it run this long without me touching a button. And so now it looks like they are showing us actual gameplay, but not real gameplay, because some of these lines are not actually in the game. For example, when the village elder speaks, we get to see her portrait. She's, you know, an important enough character to have a portrait. Hello, Kinky Demon! I am glad to have you back. We are just about ready to start. I'm just kind of letting the screensaver play. But we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. We are going to be playing some Chrono Cross. And what I was mentioning is, so this is an old PS1 game. And way back in the day, they would have these little screensavers that would run to protect your television and stop any burn-in. And I've never seen this third demo that appears to be gameplay footage, as opposed to the first one, which is a pre-rendered cutscene, the second one, which is like in-game graphics, but it's kind of like another music video type deal. And then this one is slowing down even more, and it's showing like more in-game graphics and stuff that you might actually see in the game. It's just interesting. I've owned this game for years, and I did not know that this was here. That's all I'm saying. Just didn't know. Alright, that should be the end of that demo. I'm not gonna let the song play again. Instead, let's go ahead and get logged in. And then while it does its thing, I go here and say to you, hello and welcome to Chrono Cross. My name is Sammy. His name is Lynx. Your name is Sammy. We are all Lynx. I'm hoping that we can stop that intro soon. I am hoping that we will get over to our original body very soon. We've got one more dragon to kill, a few more optional things to deal with, and then we should be able to get our face back. I want my face back. Although in-game, everyone is calling Lynx Sammy now, so, you know. Yeah, I have been playing for a couple of weeks. I only get about 2 to 3 hours per play. And usually I'm playing it with a guide because I kind of want to get through it. I don't think we are going to go for multiple endings. I think I'm just going to go for the one ending, and then we'll switch games again, unless anyone wants to see me try to go for a platinum. All right, let's do this thing. Welcome, humans. I am the Sky Dragon of the White Element. Well done. Thou hast gained the protection of the 5 dragons. Let me test thy skills to see if thou art truly worthy of entering the Sea of Eden. This is going to be a bit of a tricky fight, I imagine. Let me get the stream manager up so that way, when I inevitably miss a chat on this window, I can see it from my phone. Hopefully. We'll find out. Okay. Lynx is going to be doing best in this battle, but Fargo needs to steal a white plate. If he doesn't steal it, we're not going to finish the fight. It's like he heard me. He heard me speaking about how important Fargo is to my overall strategy. And he's like, then let me bop him right on the head. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, now we have all of the dragon's plates. I've never done that before. And I said this in yesterday's stream. The reason for that is because I always forget that I have to wait for the dragon, the red dragon, to evolve before I do it. Oh, Kinky Demon's looking for a new apartment, and that is pretty dope. But I don't love that there are 3 people looking at the apartment. Okay, let me make sure I'm doing the math right. There are 3 open apartments, and there are 3 people looking for them, and I'm assuming you are one of those couples. So in theory, you should be able to get the apartment you want, right? Like that should be the case. They're not gonna be like, well, sorry, there was a magic 4th couple, and they got the apartment. Let's see. Okay, good. Oh man, that's exciting. I mean, I've been living alone for a lot of years, and so I don't really know how to live with other people anymore, but now that I'm working again and the weather is starting to cool down, I'm getting to that time of the year when I actually do crave a little bit of companionship. But then I'm like, I don't know if I want to invite someone into my space. Like, that's where I live. I'm gonna speed up this fight just because he's walking so slowly just to fight him. And you heard me correct Gaming Mike's channel. For the past 3 weeks, I have been partially employed. I've got a part-time job. But it's a good job, and I like it. So I am working again, and I'm enjoying it. So, yeah. Okay. It's even got me thinking about going back to school, but yes, it is very nice to finally have that weight off my shoulders, to not be stressing about all this stuff. And to Kinky Demon's question, I'm working in education, specifically in mathematics. I'm helping other people with math. I'm not a teacher. I'm not even a teacher's aide, but I am helping people study their math. And I was panicked at first because I was like, I haven't done this math for like 20 years, and you're asking me to help other people understand it. So I took a textbook home and I started reading it, and I was like, oh, I do know how to do this stuff. So, yeah, so I feel pretty good about it. Let's see. Sorry, I had to look at this to see if there was something I was doing wrong. Hopefully that means I'm close to killing him, and that's the reason he had to recover, because if he's just getting started, or if he's countering by healing, then I'm in trouble. I might need to pay attention. Okay, this has the potential. Ooh, I thought it was gonna kill Fargo. I'm glad it did not. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. I was like, I probably should have healed when I had Leah working, but whatever. We can get him back on his feet now. I don't love that we've got 2 whites, especially because of that. In fact, I got my butt kicked. That's my first game over. Holy crap. All right, time to get serious. Time to focus up. Thus, the life force called Sammy was not even allowed to be born into this world. Fate has no forgiveness for those who dare stand against it. I don't think that counts as an ending. Technically, it's an ending. That is one way that the game ended. I don't know if there is a max level in this game. You cannot get it in one playthrough, that's for sure. There is a trophy for getting to star level 99, and you have to do that across multiple playthroughs. You have to get a new game plus and then come back in and fight a bunch of bosses, because there just aren't 99 bosses available to give you that. And the highest I've ever gotten is like 70. And that was like 1.5 playthroughs to get there. So by the 3rd playthrough, you should have the trophy for getting to star level 99. And your 2nd playthrough on becomes very easy. Okay, focus up. Here we go. We've already spoken to him. Now I'm going to pay attention, and I'm actually going to do this thing, and I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him right in the face. 70 is the highest I've ever got. I'd like to get higher, but I've never gone further than that. There usually comes a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done. Alright. Here comes a slow walking. Probably going to need to remember to heal more frequently. But let's hit diminish. That should have... Oh, I should have waited to do that. Oh, crap. I made a boo-boo. Not that bad of a boo-boo, though, because it was pretty good. Hey, Blazin', hello. I am glad to have you. The thing about this game is it's not like a traditional leveling system. Every fight has the potential to boost your stats, but you will hit a point where it stops boosting your stats because it's waiting for the next growth level. So then you fight a boss and you get a star and it'll say 1 out of 1 star, and you're like, I'm at level 1? But then you get a huge stat boost, and you're able to fight more fights and get small stat boosts during those until that ends. And then you're back to trying to build up. Okay, what are we nulling? Magic defense. Come on, fight him. All right, this is the thing I want to watch carefully. If I use a glide hook, is he going to counter with healing? No. Okay, so I was pretty close to taking him out, I think. That sucked a lot. Well, it might be time to heal. No, it's too early. It's too early. Leah's only like 21 points down, so we're gonna keep staying on the attack. Staying on the attack. And I'm gonna pay attention to the chat more closely when I'm done with this fight, but I want to try to survive. Okay, Leah. Hit him with crap. Guess a gravity blow? No, hit him with a physical attack. That's what we're gonna do. Blazin', I'm glad you were here yesterday. I didn't realize it. I don't ever check the chat to see, like, who's lurking, because I'm good with lurkers. I lurk. That's what I do when I watch. Crap. Okay. Since I made a mistake and used my diminish early, I'm gonna try imbecile, which should decrease, yes, his magical attack. So hopefully we can survive his big hits that are coming. There we go. Lynx is back in the positive. All right, that wasn't too bad, but we are going to need to heal. So, hit him with one of those. And now, I thought she had a heal all, but maybe I just don't have enough of those heal alls to rely on her for it. She can't get it equipped yet. Okay, he's only got 4 stamina to work with. Fargo, keep getting beat up. Okay, I think he's only got 1 of those in him. Because I'm looking at this, and I think Holy Healing is a thing that he only does for himself once. Good, good. I mean, we'll find out together. If he uses it a second time, then I'm in trouble. This is the one I was nervous about. Leah should be standing at the end of it for sure. Oh, excellent! Okay. Imbecile was a great move against him. Gonna hit him with a physical attack, and then she's done with healing. So maybe what I can do with her. Okay, I'm gonna cure. I'm so trigger shy about using black magic on this white dragon because I'm afraid he'll counter. But let's give him a chance to counter some feral cats. Ooh. Ooh. Thought that would do a little more damage. I'm gonna hold off and use his heal all later. I think that would be the best way to go. I think... yeah. We just don't want to have a full white field effect. That's the big thing that I'm looking at. Top left corner. Thank you for the hydrate. Even though I did one for myself, I'm still gonna take advantage of your hydrate. Man, I should have been drinking more water today. That's what it really boils down to. As you watch the stream, you can earn beard hairs, which you can use to redeem for things like making me take a sip of water, or having me sit up straight and tall, like I'm doing right now, or as Blazin just purchased, you can have me tell the totally real and absolutely not made up right now story of how we met. And it's kind of a funny story about how Blazin and I met, because we actually met when Blazin was their current age, but I was like a toddler or an infant. And then this like evil scientist got really out of hand, and Blazin had to save the day. But unfortunately, said evil scientist decided to like freeze himself. So naturally, Blazin had to freeze himself. And for like 30 years, he's just been frozen, just chilling, literally chilling. And it was actually about, what was it, 6 months ago? Maybe 9 months ago? It was this year when we finally had to thaw out Blazin, because time had finally come for Blazin to come and save the day. So that's how we did it. And, you know, any day now, Blazin is going to save the day. But I'm just glad I got to have a Blazin in my lifetime. Like, all my life I heard about Blazin from my parents, and now, here I am, living it up, and I get to live in a world with Blazin in it too. I think that's pretty cool. Yep, that's the totally real, 100% accurate, absolutely not made up story of how we met. Okay. We've got him on his knees. I'm gonna hit him with some Forever Zero. At double speed. That's why it's moving so fast. The only other thing I could think to do to kind of make this fight a little bit easier would have been if I did negate physical, but I think that ability only targets one of your allies, meaning that only one person would have their physical attacks negated. Okay, we do want to counter that, and I don't think I can. Curses. I don't have like an anti-white or anything. We'll see if Lynx has anything. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. That was fine. Yeah, I've already used up my imbecile. I think free fall is the best I've got. So we'll try. We'll see. I think that was it. I think that was not only my best, but like his best that he could handle. So kabloom, kaplowy, kablurmelon. Excellent. All right. We are at 35 out of 36. The reason for that is because I have used a summon once in this game, and I've never stopped at an inn to recover. We did get a new spell slot, looks like level 5. Not for Fargo, but yes for Leah. Excellent. I acknowledge thy skill. I will grant thee the protection of the Sky Dragon. And yes, Blazin, I am sitting comfortably, and I will do the thing that I know you're about to do after we have finished speaking to a dragon. We got the white relic. The Dead Sea has disintegrated, and the gates of time have been opened. That's nice. Blazin, you're such a troll. Earn the divine protection of the 6 dragons. Venture deep beyond the pearly gates, across the dimensions. And, oh, that's all. That's all he had to say. Okay, so at this point, we could travel to the Sea of Eden and continue, but there's a little bit more stuff we can do. In particular, we can rescue someone. I mean, that's really the big thing, is going to rescue someone. Which is funny because I'm looking at how I rescue them and it looks as though I've got to beat them up. Oh, goodness. So now, whoops, we go here to this island. And as much as I love that island, we never actually get to see it. We just don't get to see it. Because all we get is this one little village. This one little 3 or 4 screen, maybe 5 screen village. Sammy, isn't there something strange about this village? What's going on? People are gathering 'em over there. Let's go and find out what's 'em up. Poor soldiers in a small village like this? That is mind-blowing that Leah would have any concept of international affairs after spending her entire life in the island of Gaia's navel. But whatever, it's not my place to judge. But something's odd. And who's that lady? You dare to resist the poor military? So what if I resist? Why don't you stop hiding behind your men and try to stop me yourself? I'll make you regret that. All right, you, go! Seize that girl! Why me, sir? Don't talk back. This is a direct order. Get with it, on the double. You heard us. Cease your resistance. A woman should be more gentle and ladylike. There, that'll teach you a lesson, oh great soldier man. Or do you need another round? Why, isn't this Sir Lynx? We cannot arrest this girl on our own. Please help us, sir. There are more of you? Bet you're still no match for me. Leave this village now. All right, well, apparently all I gotta do is stay on my feet. Like, I would have to be as distracted as I was in the last fight. in order to fail this fight. But I am going to try to steal from her. Nope, I forgot. I messed up. I forget that when I'm fighting humans, it's a different pattern. All right, she's still standing. So I think... Ooh. Glad that was only 79, but damn. That was a walloping. There, that's what I'm looking for. And now the whole reason we did that was because I'm curious if I can steal anything from her. I mean, I know what I can steal from her. And I did steal from her. Yeah. When you miss, it makes me angry. Oof. Alright, it is time to introduce her to some techniques. So we're going to start with our lowest level, our level 3 techniques. Hit her with a glide hook. I've already used his lowest level technique. Okay, that was not too bad. I'm not really worried about it anymore. Oh! I hate missing. So we'll go with a level 5 technique. I am genuinely surprised that she is still standing. There we go. That was what I was looking for. Okay. So there is another scene, but I get it by leaving and coming back. So let's just go ahead and deal with all of this. Let's just max heal. Masterful work, Sir Lynx. I knew we could count on you, sir. Thank you for your troubles. Please leave the rest to us. We will take her into custody and sentence her at headquarters. Wait! Leah, order you and your troops to return to headquarters. We will take care of this girl. This village will be under Sir Lynx's command until further notice. Report that back to High Command. But that will be too much trouble for... Didn't you hear? This is an order from your superior officer. If you disobey, you will be court-martialed. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. We will gather the troops and head back to headquarters at once, sir. You say that you are really Sammy? Fargo gets me sometimes. Even though you are in a different body? I don't know what happened, but you need to get back to your true self. I cannot believe it. Is it possible that such a thing can occur? Hey, even you should not get up so soon. Are you all right? Even though you are a trained fighter, you should refrain from pushing yourself too hard. I'll be fine, but I almost bit the big one this time. Looks like I'm in need of more training. Ooh, that hurts. As proof that you are really Sammy when you regain your true form, I will lend you this brooch. I got a sapphire brooch. Orla, is that your sister's? It's all right, for now. Listen, Sammy, promise me this. When you successfully regain your true form, come visit me. I will gladly aid you then. But not the Doc. The Doc is never going to aid us in this playthrough. He only aids us if we abandon Kid. Which is so crazy. Alright, I am going to see if I can get the scene to play out. If it does, great. If not, then I have to leave and come back. But, let's see. There it is. I have a twin sister. Her name is Tia. According to the legends, twins are a sign of tragedy. When I was a child, I was separated from my mother and sister who left El Nido. I only had my father. I felt as if half of my body had been lost. There was a huge void in my heart. I never told this story to anyone before. Strange. Sometimes I really feel that there are countless worlds, and I am not the only me. Does this sound odd? But that might just be running away from reality. The one thing that always helped me when I felt weak was this sapphire brooch. It is a token that's been passed down through generations in my family. It is cracked in half now. One half belongs to me, and the other to my sister Tia. You don't have to return it just yet. This blue gem, this is the only one that exists in this world. That means it is proof you are the real Sammy. So, please keep it with you until you have regained your true identity. Excellent. Okay. Enjoy the lurk, blazon. And if you fall asleep, I hope you sleep well. And if you don't fall asleep, your dog's gonna make you take her out again. Or him out. Your dog's gonna want to go out again. That's just the way of it. So, be careful. Maybe pretend to snore. I am a dog whisperer. None of you knew that. Good, then she will not be asking for more time out there, out in the world. Okay. We've got to speak to Diria. I'm going to save really quick just to make sure. Like, if they give me the option, then I'm going to use it. One must choose one's own path. But as long as one is human, one will sometimes become lost. I pray that your journey will be blessed by the guidance of the 6 great dragons. Why didn't you give me the thing I want? Go to the shaman's tower and show. Okay. Here it is. Show the tear of hate. How can this be? This is without a doubt a piece of the dragon tear. Sammy, I shall bestow upon you the dragon emblem. It is the mark of a dragon shaman. Yay, I was bestowed with a dragon emblem. The emblem and the dragon tear have been handed down by dragon shamans for generations. Although the worlds are different, you should be able to receive aid from the other shaman with this emblem. Make haste to the alternate world. Oh, wait. I think... I can get Stina, but I guess I get her in a different part. Okay, well, I needed to get it anyway, and this is not the Stina that I'm getting. El Nido has long been called the land where the dragons sleep. There are islands named after dragons, and numerous Dragonian ruins and artifacts. You may have encountered some of these already. The most famous are the islands of the Sky Dragon, the Earth Dragon, and the Water Dragon, and the ancient ruin Fort Dragonia that lies to the east. Of the many Dragonian ruins, Fort Dragonia is one of the few that is still fully functional. And if we wanted to, we could have her solve all of the puzzles there. I could take the zip line, but they charge like $1 to use it. And I ain't gonna be a billionaire by giving people $1. All right, board my boat. Now, we are off to the Hydra Marshes in another world. So, this is the world we want. I can also tell by the boat. I always got to remember that the little sailing boat is another world and the motor boat is the home world. As always, let's get a quick little save. The last thing we want to do is mess things up. Okay. Okay. So this is apparently going to be a really easy fight. So we might as well go deal with it. Essentially, that boss that we fought to save Razlie way back in the beginning of the game, that boss is camped out here in another world. I just have to go fight him. I could fight any of these dudes that are around here, and as always, I am gonna fight these ones, but doesn't that seem odd to you? Are they quarreling among themselves? It's pretty one-sided. What should we do 'em? Well, let's help out. Stop 'em! Aren't you comrades?
What you be looking at?
He not be one of us, and neither be you. We be finishing him off later.
Well, this is going to be a challenging fight, I am sure. Boo, Lynx, why do you miss? Thank you for helping me. You Biba brave. This Biba a token of my appreciation. It Biba ancient fruit, which grows in ancient ground. Yay. So now when it is time, I can go back to Gaia's navel here in another world as well. I don't know if that biba to your liking, but that fruit biba tasting good. If you run out, don't be afraid to ask for more. I have plenty, and I owe you one for helping me. Sure. I'm sure you do owe me one. Whoops. Sometimes I accidentally step outside of the save. Oh no! Oh no! Where's the screen? Okay, I got the menu back. Let's try. There we go. Ooh. I was panicked for a little bit. I was like, oh no, don't die. It's too early in the stream to die. Alright, I don't think that this guy will give me anything that special. Let's see what you gotta say. All of a sudden, the ground collapsed. Plus, there's a strange odor coming from the hole. Judging from my experience, this may be something we should avoid altogether. I advise you not to go down. Except that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oof. Ah, curses. I was like, maybe I can use my my menu and get rid of the spraying effect. Humans, mankind. This forest is dead. Our Hydra perished. We hate mankind so much. Listen to the planet's woes, humans. Let's fight a ghost. It's a ghost. I like that. I really like this design for the dehydrate, which is really just the Hydra, but undead. I like it. It's the same general shape, just now all bones. Okay, let's hit him with a glide hook. I forgot to equip my new magic. So I will need to do that after this fight. Excellent. Let's steal. I don't know if a ghost carries anything, but we're gonna try to steal from it. Because maybe it's carrying something. A demon charm, which is fine. It's okay. Perfect. I think I saw 9 as the highest number last time. 6 was the highest number this time. We are going to rip through this boss. I don't think it's going to be a fair fight. Those were all of my level 3 techniques. Now let's hit him with a level 5 technique and see what he thinks about those. Alright, he's staggered, so he probably won't make it through this particular round of combat. Have some cannonballs! Right in the face! My big heavy balls. killed him. It happens sometimes. Have we brought about any change by defeating that Hydra? Did we do the right thing? Who knows what's right or wrong? Nobody has answer. Sammy, we should get going Excellent. So when I get Stina, that will be her element. Let's grab these braces. Perfect. Now, let's actually do this thing. Perfect. Okay, so we got the Hydra Shadow for Stina, the perfect Pendragon Sigil, and now we head off to Gaia's Navel, where there will be a bunch of items and a new frame. So, back up this ladder. Come on, let me jump, let me jump. There we go. I'm not worried about these fights, they're going to be pretty easy. It'll be surprising if they survive for 3 hits. The real reason I'm going over here is because I want to use the Green Tinkler. Such a dumb name for such a useful tool. Because you don't need to go through the entire Hydra swamp. Like you can just use your bell. Ring your bell and get a plant to come to you. That's what I do. Now, before we go to Gaia's Navel, where there is no dragon, there is also no boss fight to deal with. The only thing I gotta deal with is treasure. I could avoid battles. We'll see what we do. I don't know. There are times when I wish this game was a little bit bigger. In particular, I wish I could get an airship and fly around and do all that cool stuff. But no, they don't want me to have an airship. There will be a couple of times I fly, but I'm pretty sure I have to go in a pre-selected path. There's one. Okay, nothing there. I gotta go down. And then they make it sound like it should be, like I should be able to see it right here. But I'm looking around and I don't see a chest. So it's possible that the map that they drew is not as good. Ah, there it is. That's 2. Number 3 is up a tree. Is it up this tree? No, I think it's over there. Maybe I'm reading this map wrong. Maybe the map that they showed me is incorrect. Good, but he's still standing. And I hate it when they're still standing. That did it. That made him not stand anymore. I couldn't stand for him standing. Okay. So what I'm looking for is a pathway. Oh, I think I see it. I'm glad I didn't go too far. Because if this is it, then yeah, I definitely don't want to go any further. That was strange. He was just standing there. I thought maybe he would want to talk, but nope. Once I got close enough, he was like, "We fight! We do battle!" Alright, Fargo is confused, so we won't be able to steal unless someone hits him. Ugh, I'm gonna have to buy more antidotes. Leah is poisoned. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. So, probably need to buy more antidotes, but I think I'm at like 40. And I don't know how many more enemies in this game offer poison. It's a shockingly rare status effect. Excellent. Got one of them. I hate it. I hate it when they get a chance to poison me. Like, they have done more damage with poison than they have done with anything else. And that is purely because every action you take causes the poison to go. So every time I hit them, every time I combo, that is more poison damage. The Prehysteric dropped something. Lynx received the Snakes and Orbs frame. Yay. I mean, that was the big important thing that we wanted from here. We're going to collect the other 2 chests, but that was the most important thing. We're at 38 antidotes, so I might want to buy 12 more next time I see an element shop. Alright, there should be one down here, and then another one very near to this one. In fact, I know where it is. I know where it is. We saw it already. So let's go get it. I'll even kill that dude for getting in the way. Oh, Lynx. I hate it when you miss.
I hate it when you miss.
Don't do it. Don't. Ugh. Blarg. I hate getting poisoned. I hate getting poisoned. It's such a minor inconvenience. And that's enough for me to hate it. Okay. We grab you for the last one of those. And that is everything at this version of Gaia's navel. Whoops. I didn't even know he was there. I thought that I was in a safe place. I missed twice. Alright, well, that's the best we got. See, what I'm hoping is that she will, like, dodge out of the way. Because even though it does 0 damage, and I love that it does 0 damage, then everything she does hurts. And it hurts for the amount that it cost to do it. So if I do an attack that costs 3 stamina, that costs 3 hit points. And I don't know how much magic costs. Ooh, looks like that one costs 7. Alright, well, there we go. Excellent. One of those. And I'm gonna hit him with the strongest element that I've got. I'm gonna hit him with the strongest one. Like, I thought about going to level 5 and hitting them with feral cats, but I would rather this fight end early so I don't have too many poisoned people. Perfect. Alright, that's gotta be staggered. If it's not, then this will be staggered. Nope, this will be dead. I gotta figure out what Sonya is, because I have so many of those Sonya traps. And I'm pronouncing it Sonya because that's what I assume it is. It could also be Sonja. They're like, it should have been a Y if we wanted it to be Sonya. Quit calling it that. It's a Sonja. Perfect. Okay. Now, the time has come to kick Leah out of the party. She was fine. She's pretty good. I might get into another fight just so I can see her level 7 technique. In fact, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to boost the game. And if you weren't around when I talked about boosting before, if you hit L3 or R3, you know, push down on the analog sticks. L, I think, well, let's find out. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to turn my face off so you can see this. On the bottom left, there is that symbol that I just made disappear. I'm going to make it appear again. That's the left analog stick, and that means no encounters. But it does not make you invisible. So you can't walk through enemies. There are times when you have to turn it off and actually do an encounter. What I'm going to use is R3, which offers a magic boost. All this does is makes it so you are fully charged on magic at all times. You don't have to build up a combo in order to cast spells. So if you're, you know, more accustomed to a traditional game where if you want to cast magic, you just have to have that ability, then use this boost R3 to make all of your magic always available. We're going to turn it off after this fight, but I just wanted to see. We will go to Leah. I wanted to see her triple kick, because I wasn't really paying attention. Let's see what triple kick does. I guess it does what it says on the box. It's 3 kicks. It's triple the kicks. All right, I'm turning off the magic boost. That doesn't, you know, turn it off for this fight. But for future fights, we're not going to boost. I will eventually boost when we're trying to go for rainbow equipment. Only because that's such a pain in the butt that I don't want to make it harder than it has to be. And it already has to be so tedious. I love this game. I almost never craft rainbow equipment because it's such a pain in the butt to do. I think I did it once for a trophy, and then I never did it again. So, let's use a teleporter. We are going to get Leah out and Riddle in. Then, we are going to take Leah's elements away. There she is. I'm sure my face is covering all of that. Oh, and I just noticed something. Okay, second from the bottom. Second from the bottom becomes the bottom, becomes non-existent. So if I get my hands on Riddle's level 7 technique, I'm gonna have to wait until I get the spell slot that I want. It's just my minor OCD. I have to do it that way. You don't have to do it that way. Once you get a level 7, pop your level 7 technique into that spell slot. I just know you can't move it after that, and it frustrates me when I see it in the wrong spot. Yeah, we'll just give her that just as a temporary thing. Okay. I probably need to summon the Smithy Spirit to give her a stone rod. But the big thing that we are doing here is putting on a very specific necklace. Where is it? I'm looking for the memento pendant, and I hope I didn't put it on someone else. Rutrow. We are in trouble, gang. Okay. Top of the list. Lynx. Does not have it. Norris? Doesn't have it. Karsh might have it. I've never... Oh, there it is. Ooh, that freaked me out. That had me scared. I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't know where the memento pendant is. There we go. And then for her, she will put that on. And then the defender, because I want the magic defense and the regular defense and the evade, but the evasion is pretty low for her, so it's not gonna help that much. Then we go to the Smith Spirit and we forge a weapon, a Dinodorite Rod. We only have one person who can use it at this time, and we're gonna give that person this particular rod. Perfect. And now we want to be in the home world for this next section. Oh man, this next section is so hard. It is so painful. If I'm going to get another game over on this stream, it is going to be this fight that we are about to do. Aha, I saw. I'm glad I read. I'm glad I read ahead. We need to find the black plate. Put that on her. And then get ready. Get ready for a talk. This is going to be kind of a longer scene. And it leads to one of the harder fights. And so I'm just sitting here like, oh boy, am I in for it? Like, even in New Game Plus, this fight can be tricky. Granted, in New Game Plus, it gets tricky if you're not paying attention. But still, the fact that in New Game Plus, there's still someone who can kill you, that's pretty crazy. Like, most enemies, including bosses, are beaten with just a couple of hits in your first New Game Plus. Then you get to this guy. Alright, once again, we save so that we don't have to re-watch this thing over and over and over again. He doesn't have much worth stealing, but we are going to try to steal it nonetheless. Yes? This cannot be. Are you Dario? But of course you are. This is another world. You are alive and well in this world. Are you saying you know who I am? What did you say? No, this cannot be. Do you know this man? It has been 4 years since this man washed ashore, clinging on for dear life. Every day was a battle between life and death, but miraculously he made it. However, this man has no recollection of his past whatsoever. Yes, Dario, you do not remember me? All right, let me do that again. Let's give Riddle her fair shake. Yes, Dario, you do not remember me? I may be the Riddle from another world, but every day I have always. And yet, you do not remember who I am? Riddle. That name moves my heart. I have a feeling I have lost someone very dear to me. Forgive me, I just cannot remember. If only there was something to reawaken your memory. Yes, I know. Take a look at this. This pendant is a memento from your mother, and a gift you gave me when we got engaged. This is... Try to remember. We have been together since we were little, and we will continue to be. I will always be there for you, Dario. Riddle. Run. Riddle, that's right, Riddle. This is bad. What? What's wrong? No, don't touch! Ah! What the? The Mazamune! Dario! No, Dario, do not touch that sword! Riddle, mine sword thirsts for your blood. I knew it! The Mazamune never actually disappeared from the Death Cage. It just returned to its rightful owner. Wait a minute. That means Dario's still... What really happened? I thought Dario died fighting demons on the Isle of the Damned. Actually... Is that the Mazamune? Dario, what do you think you're doing? Die. Death to all living creatures. Don't tell me it's that sword. Dario, let go. Stop, Dario, it's me, Karsh. Damn. Kill me, Karsh. Hurry. No. Do it, Karsh, or else I'll... No, Dario, I can't. Please snap out of it, Dario. You idiot. I gave you a chance. You cannot beat me. You are but a mere mortal. Who the... First I will dispose of you, and then... Riddle. I shall let the Mazamune sate itself on Riddle's blood. Damn you! Ah! So that's the true story. That's what actually happened. Dario! What have I done? Pathetic fool. You are... Dario was killed by demons. Understand, Karsh? But are you going to tell everyone about what you just did? Are you willing to tell Riddle that you murdered Dario because he was possessed by the evil sword? Do not worry. Do as I say, and everything will be just fine. Dario. Now I understand. Dario was possessed by the Masamune too. Prepare yourselves! He spoke too fast. I guess there's no way out of this. I cannot face Dario in battle. To abolish the darkness, we must defeat the Masamune. It is the only way to save Dario. Face the enmity of my sword! Okay, this is a tricky fight. This is always a tricky fight. Okay, well... He counterattacks all elements, but he doesn't do it instantaneously. He needs, like, to charge up. Okay. Okay, well, it sounds as though I should try to hit him with elements frequently. Ooh, boy. That was a lot of damage. I might also hit him with a weaken at some point. Well, that sucked. I don't think he'll be able to, Okay, well, that's fine. I'm a little disappointed because they made it sound as though he would need a chance to kind of build up to these counters, but he seems to be doing them immediately. Okay, when I need to heal, that's going to be the best way to go, but for now, I think I want to make him weak-minded so that when I start hitting him with a bunch of elements, hopefully it hurts him more. Please go after Riddle. Excellent. This should end up healing her. Excellent. Alright, just feral cats. That's the best I got against him. I mean, I've got Forever Zero, but I'm going to hold off on that. I want to see what feral cats do, because what if he's able to withstand? Alright, good. I should be able to hit him with another black elemental attack and still do damage. Unfortunately, Fargo has become kind of useless because his physical attack is weakened. So when he's done with techniques, we'll have him switch over to magical attacks and see if that helps. I mean, 136 is a lot better than 5. I think he did a total of 20 damage. Like, that's nothing. Good. Snake Eyes to heal Snake Skin. Offers protection. I don't know what that does, so I'm gonna give it to Lynx, since he's the only one who's taken some real hits. Okay, defense and magical defense. That's fantastic. Now, let's keep this going. Perfect. If he continues to focus on Riddle, that is actually kind of the best thing he could do for me. Let's hit him with a Forever Zero. Did he look staggered as I looked at him? This is going to be a dynamic fight. Okay, he is not staggered. Because he has the ability to heal himself, there are going to be times when I think I'm doing well, and he's probably at full health. So 250 is the number to beat, and he did not beat it, so I am winning. I guess let's hit him with a Holy Light. Oh, that was nothing. Crap. Ow, a lot. Okay, well... Riddle, I think it is time for you to use your healing ability. Since it's to all allies and both Lynx and Fargo need some heals, I'm gonna do that. I just gotta be careful about when he's using that Conductor Rod. Good. Now what do we have? Oh boy, do I wish I had, what's it called? Weaken. But then I would have to go through and equip my own magic, and that just seems daunting. Yeah. That time he did better. Fargo. Every time you miss, you make my life harder. I mean, I'm glad I didn't do a lot of damage, but dang it, he's supposed to be targeting Riddle. Riddle is ready to knock out anything he throws at her. Let's go with a Holy Light. It's the highest I've got. Alright, that was much better. Aim for Riddle, please. Perfect. Because then he's wasting his turn and healing. Like, yes please. Alright, I'm gonna hit him with Inferno. Revenge is best if I've got a bunch of status effects on me. So I should probably take it off and give it, like, put a different spell in there. But I'm fine with Revenge. I have used it once in the past. I might use it again. There we go. Hit him with Invincible. And then we can get to spells. Okay. What do you have, lady? You've got Inferno. We can hit him with that. I just don't think I'm doing enough damage. That's the issue. I feel like I've got to keep hitting him with the strongest abilities I've got and just hope. When I am ready to just switch over to nothing but physical attacks, I might seal all just to stop him from healing. But he doesn't seem to heal that frequently, so I think I'm still ahead. I think I'm still beating him. Good, good. Not as good, but fine. Good. Excellent. Okay. Let's hit him with an iceberg. It'd be cool if I froze him. That just means he won't be able to act, and I don't think any of the bosses can be frozen. I think that might be something that just is impossible to have happen. But it would be cool. It would be cool. Okay, hit him with a meteor shower then. Hit him hard with a meteor shower, please. That was very good. I forgot. He messed with my beautiful eyes. So I'm looking at Imbecile because that would help with reducing the healing that he's allowed to do for himself. I don't know how much further I am from beating him, but if he's going to recover all, I would like to make it weaker. It had 0 effect. Okay, so there you go. I have learned my lesson. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's not fine! Dang it! Please do not recover all. You did it again. Well, I think I am now stuck with physical attacks. I don't know if I have enough magic to be able to do anything to him, so I think I'm going to seal all. Hopefully that seals him as well. It missed. It missed. It missed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just cast that spell on myself. I have now made this a physical battle for me alone. Oh, that makes me angry. Ugh. So I might get another game over. This might be leading to a game over. I made some pretty critical mistakes. Unfortunately, he gets to have multiple uses of his spells. I only get one. But maybe we can bring him to his knees just by hitting him over and over again. Fargo has spells again, so that's good. Fargo, I need you to heal. You only need to heal yourself, which sucks, because he's already used his Cure Plus. But Fargo is now in charge of healing until everyone else can fight. Lynx can use magic again. Excellent. But I'm going to try to just go physical. Everybody's got magic back. But I'm just going to use it to heal. I am... Oh boy. I am getting my tuchus handed to me pretty thoroughly. Alright, alright. Got him hunched over. Stick with all physical attacks. Unless we need to heal. Okay. I'm gonna save the heal all for post-fight healing. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, that was a risk. It was a calculated risk, but it was a risk nonetheless. Alright, Riddle. Get back in this fight. I need her to use the heal all. We're gonna still save Lynx's heal all until after the fight, but I had to stay on my feet. Nope, that's still not it. It hurts every time he does that. Well, I gotta recover all. Fargo could go down with one bad hit. So I gotta do something to keep everybody up, and he might still go down. Good, go after Sammy. He's got more hit points right now. Fargo, you missed.
Riddle, you missed.
Although it was good enough, so I won't be that mad at Riddle. She did fine. She took him down. That was all that I needed. Okay, so we did not get a star level out of that. So even though we should be getting another tech, I don't want to equip it yet. Humph. It appears the Masamune found a new master. What? Sammy? Do not panic. Look around you. Birds. The birds that fled are coming back. I no longer sense the slightest bit of malice from the Masamune. There is no more fear of succumbing to its enmity.
You awake, Mazza? Yeah, but looking back, I think we've done something terrible. No one will know if we don't tell. Hey, what were you two up to? Yikes, it's Doreen. Nothing. We don't remember a thing. I see. Well, just to make sure you're not up to any mischief, I'm coming along. All right. How many centuries has it been since the three of us got together? Okay, then let's go.
Ah, yes. The famous trio, Mazza, Mune, and Doreen. Which, of course, crafts the Master Mune. Where am I? Riddle. Is that you, Riddle? What happened to me?
Dario, thank goodness. Your memory has returned.
Memory? Oh, yes. I had taken a hold of the Masamune when... Oh, forgive me, Karsh, for what I have put you through. Forget about it. Although your memory has returned, let us not forget the harsh reality which lies in wait. Come.
So you will be leaving. I have been prepared for this day. Farewell. I wish you all the best.
I might be reading into things, but come on. It's been 4 years of her taking care of him. Everyone is hurt and separated, inexperienced and incomplete. However, by living as such, we may change for the better into something bigger, something more gentle. My goodness, what has happened during my absence? Where have the general and the others gone? Riddle, you said that you all came from another world. Then where are Karsh, you and the others in this world? Unfortunately, no one from Viper Manor who went to the Dead Sea will return. Why did the general and the others go to such a dangerous place? In search of the frozen flame. They were swallowed up by a terminated timeline and have perished along with the Dead Sea. How ironic it is. How ironic that it is I who have survived.
But Dario, you still have me.
Riddle.
We may be from different worlds, but you are you and I am I.
Yo, that's right. I'm alive and kicking too. There ain't no one who can take my life. Zoa and Marcy are here too. We can also call that old dragon stable keeper. Thank you, everyone. I guess you are right. I am alive, and I will do whatever I must do. I do not know how many years it will take, but I will rebuild Viper Manor. It is my duty. My. Perhaps it's about time I came out of retirement. Time for one last hurrah. Ho, ho, ho. Oh yeah, bring it on! Even though we may be from different worlds, the four divas are back in business. But maybe minus one. I don't think you're fit for battle yet. Forgive me. 4 years of isolation have taken their toll.
Are you all right?
Riddle, I want you to take this.
Please rest up and just concentrate on rebuilding Viper Manor.
Thank you. I shall do so.
Of course, I will help you too. Plus, I have an idea.
I wonder what her idea was. We'll never know. We'll never get to know. Okay. Now, we got a new weapon out of that. Unfortunately, this new weapon is tied to this playthrough. When I start a new game plus, this weapon, the Master Mune, reverts back to the Sea Swallow, your starting weapon. So if you want an actually overpowered weapon for when you are playing New Game Plus, you do want to craft a rainbow weapon. And we'll see. We'll see if I have the patience to do that. But for now, let's head to another world's Earth Dragon Island. Oh, let's also look at our new weapon. That's what it looks like. That's the Master Mune. Pretty dope. I like it. It's got all them curves. Okay, we're in the home world. We want another world. Oh, crap. This is gonna be a fight. Okay. So here's the thing. There is a boss. You can beat him in two ways. The first way, you get nothing. You get a screen that says you won the fight, but you get no spoils. You don't get any gold. You don't get anything out of doing it. But it's the easy way to do it, and it's the canon way to do it. So it's going to be the way that we do it this playthrough. I have done it the hard way, wherein you actually have to fight the person. And when you do that, you're able to get sunglasses. This is the only enemy in the game who will give you the sunglasses for defeating them. I think it's the only enemy in the game that does it. But it's an extremely challenging fight. I did it in New Game Plus and barely won. So I don't have a lot of faith in my ability to do it in just regular old New Game. Plus, it's good practice for our final boss. So I'm going to briefly turn my webcam off again. I call it a webcam because that's what it's on my computer. All right, camera's off. If you saw that happen on the bottom left side of the screen, you see this thing toggling. I'm going to turn it on to Magic Boost, and that's going to give me full magic right away. I don't have to punch the dude in order to build up my magical abilities. What I am thinking about doing is verifying that I have every element available. So, I have red, blue, black, yellow. Whoops. Red, black, yellow, green, I'm looking for blue. Now I'm looking for a white attack. Don't see one. So I think I want to find a photon beam. Ugh, is that really my only one? And we'll put it in the place of the capsule. The capsule. So now at least Sammy has all of the magics available. So if we needed to, we could just jump back and forth and go right to Sammy over and over and over again. Again, we're only doing this kind of as practice for the final boss of the game. In order to get New Game Plus, you have to fight the final boss in a very particular way, and this is kind of a practice run at that. So here is the dried up version of the Earth Dragon's location. I'm looking to see if there are any... brace, which is the only chest in the large shifting sand room. I wish they would have given me a map or at least told me if I should be going left or right to get this brace or whatever. It's also possible that they didn't tell me because there's no sand flowing. But there is sand flowing. All right, we're gonna go left and hope that that was the right way. Nope, that was not the right way. Oh boy. If there's a fork in the road and you're writing a guide for a video game, tell people which direction to go when they get to said fork in the road so they don't have to do what I'm doing right now. Okay. It doesn't look like we got sprained. So down we go again. This time we're going to the right. Because the only treasure was to the right. And whoever wrote this dang guide didn't have the courtesy to tell me. I'm not going to look up who wrote this guide I'm using because I don't want to call them out. It's not that important. All right. Nice to get a brace because then I don't have to buy one. I still need to go and buy some antidotes. I just remembered. Okay, in here, there aren't a lot of treasures. There's an element, but it's all the way over there. And I believe that is accessible through this path. I was trying to avoid him, but I didn't turn off encounters because I'm not like worried about fighting him. He is a pain in the butt, but if I kill him quickly like that, then I don't have to worry about the part that sucks. Although the part that sucks probably doesn't suck as bad anymore. Okay, I do not think there is a way to push those turtle dudes around, the rock roaches. So I think we just jump straight into this. Perfect. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Quick save. And again, we are not going to actually fight this dude. Looks like the dragon does not exist in this world. But Riddle, what's that thing on the ledge up there? I don't think we've ever seen a monster like that before. Let those who disturb the peace of the land be punished. It's coming down! Okay, once again I have turned on the elemental boost so that I don't have to punch this guy in order to do what he wants me to do. Give me this. I am the Cryosphinx, and thou hast trespassed on my domain. Why must thou turmoil unto this land bring? Then turmoil I bring unto thee. Depending on how thee meet this trial, thou may be allowed to leave this place alive. This be an island which no man hath visited for aeons. The Cryosphinx has grown quite bored. If thou possessest the courage to match thy wits to mine, thy sins may be forgiven when thou answer correctly my questions 6. Now riddle me this. Do I have to defend? Why isn't he riddling me? Okay, I'm gonna just hit defend a couple of times. Here we go. Ah, because that was our chance to build up our magical attacks. I'm with it. I'm here. I'm caught up. Nigra incandida vertere. Here be an easy one to start off with. What the extorted one is bled, with knuckles of fear, the plumage of a coward when faced with the hottest of heat. Answer my question, what is it I be? So he talked a lot about cowardice and being afraid of things. So I think ye be uplift. Falsus, thou art incorrect. Damn it. All right. We're redoing that. We're redoing it. There's a reason that I saved before the fight, and that was because I knew that I was going to screw this thing up. I thought he was talking about cowardice. Thought he was talking about people being afraid of things. I don't even see the option from the list of options. I'm looking at it and I'm like, none of these have anything to do with what he had asked me. So silence is golden, pyrite is fool's gold, that is yellow. Sea red, red matador rag. Stop sign, blushing red, red. Nature equals green, green with envy. Green light equals go. What? Oh man, I might have to look up a different guide to see how to read this thing because I am at a loss. Okay, we're gonna skip through everything they have to tell me. Yeah. He's gonna punish. I genuinely think that I was correct. Cowardice is yellow. You're yellow-bellied. If he's talking about fear, but then he was talking about the blood running cold, and blood is red, but cold is blue. Like, I don't know. Alright, we defend to begin. Here be an easy one to start off with. What the extorted one is bled with knuckles of fear, the plumage of a coward when faced with the hottest of heat. This is not on this list. So I'm probably going to have to look this up. Because I think yellow... Like, Knuckles of Fear could be white. White. When the extorted one is bled, when you bleed someone out, they are white. With Knuckles of Fear, when you squeeze your knuckles, the knuckles get white. The plumage of a coward win. Now that part I don't see as white. That's yellow. Faced with the hottest of heat, white is the hottest of heat. We did this with yellow last time, and we were wrong. So let's try this with white and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then I know that I need to look up a different guide, at least for this fight. Thou art correct. Dimidium facti qui bene corpit abet. Well begun is half done. Now here my second riddle be. Auburn less the burn. Iron pyrite less the fool. All that glitters is not thus, though silence is. Oh. Okay. The problem I had was I don't know the color of auburn or iron pyrite, but then I remembered iron pyrite is fool's gold, all that glitters is not gold, and silence is golden. Auburn, I don't know. I think maybe that's like a brownish orange color. I don't know my colors well enough to be able to figure it out, but I think that this one is yellow. He's got a yellow. Now, when I get in for the final battle of this game, I am going to need to make sure everyone has every version of it. Now, riddle number 3. Bene remgere. In my anger I see red. Both the rag to charge at. The rag that you charge at and the flag to stop people, that's both red. Blushing, I walk the royal carpet. That's 100% red. There is no question about it. I don't even need to turn my head a little bit to look. I am fully confident that this is red. I'm like 99% confident. Thou art correct. Question 4. Achipe. Thou art quick on the uptake. Okay. It isn't easy being green. A friend of the planet, I guess, is green. With the jealous monster's eyes has to be green. Giving me the sign to proceed. That's green. Give me the go. Give me the green light. This is green. Without a doubt, without any question, this is green. And I think we have 2 left. We should have black and blue, maybe? Velum tibi ita persuadeas. Just 2 more to go. Mare et kerem et voila! Give me a melancholy gloom. But a first prize ribbon makes me feel I've royal blood. Okay, I don't know the Latin, but I do know melancholy is the blues. First prize is the blue ribbon, and royal blood is blue-blooded. So this is blue, and the next one has to be black. Let's hit... I don't want to hit him with something that's going to take an hour to do, so let's just hit him with a simple aqua beam. That's a little sarcastic. I'm not... These don't take an hour to do. Thou art correct. Usus est magister optimus. By deduction alone, ye should my answer already know. It's black. Like pontoon less the knave. I don't know what that means. Or Jolly Roger less the bones. That the Jolly Roger is the pirate flag. Without the bones, it's just a black flag. Even the top rank of self-defense, Black Belt, is no protection from the plague, the Black Death. So I don't understand the pontoon less the knave. So if you're in chat and you want to tell me why that's black, I don't understand like pontoon less the knave. We know it's black. It's going to be black. I just don't understand why. Why is pontoon less the knave? I do know why. The other three are obviously black, but pontoon less the knave. I don't get it. She doesn't really have... There we go. She has one. One black spell. Thou art correct. Sat prata biberunt. Gratula felicitati toi. Well done, thou hast solved all my riddles. Thy brains art as impressive as thy brawn. Benevale, benevaletto. Always be diligent in thy practice. Me tibi commendo. Vale, I take my leave of thee. Farewell. Hooray. So again, no spoils. We don't get anything for having a friendly chat with someone. But we did it. We got through that fight. It is done with. We probably should have done it the hard way. I just don't feel good about doing it the hard way when I'm struggling to survive. But next, we continue the story by going to Goldove. Now, if I do a New Game Plus run with this, anything that was a binary choice, meaning this or that, I'm going to do the opposite choice. So in this playthrough, I saved Kid. We're going to abandon Kid. I answered all of the riddles of the Cryosphinx. I'm going to kill the Cryosphinx. So essentially, whatever choice I made in the first playthrough, I am going to make the opposite choice in the next playthrough. The only place where that might hurt me, but I'm not worried about it because eventually I'll pick up the Chrono Cross, is I will not be able to recruit one early game character. But again, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, back to the home world. And the reason we're going to the home world this time... Oh, I'm lost. I got lost. We need to return to Goldove. We went to the Goldove in another world, showed them the shattered dragon's tear. They gave us the dragon emblem, and then said, hey, go find my counterpart in the other world and tell her, I need your help. And that's just what we're going to do. Okay. Switch positions! It's what we always gotta do when we switch worlds. We must switch positions. Where's my boat? There's my boat. Why did I park my boat up here? That's such a weird place to park my boat. And obviously I did it because I was sailing around in the home world earlier. Oh, I didn't park my boat. It was because I saved Dario, and we took Dario back to Termina. It was a scripted boat event. Nobody sailed the boat. The boat just had to go somewhere. I've got less than an hour to try to get my face back. Let's show him the dragon emblem. That is a dragon emblem. How did a foreigner like you get a hold of it? Welcome, travelers across the dimensions. Bring them before me. Yes, if it is your wish, Miss Stina, you have permission from the chief. You may pass foreign travelers. Okay, so she is all the way up there. And it looks like the elder is dead. As promised, I will lend you the dragon tear. I shall accompany you to the fort as well. Yay! And I'm kind of all right with Riddle. Let me see what Stina looks like. What is her... Oh, she's also a white affix. Like, maybe I'll switch to Van or someone who is either yellow or green. Who did I have before who was yellow or green? I don't even know who I had last time. Oh, I had Leah. So I could try out Van for a while. Like, there's nothing that's telling me I have to have Riddle. In fact, I've already finished the thing where I have to have Riddle. I kind of want to see what Van is like. May the 6 dragons bestow protection upon we children of the planet. Thank you. Okay. Elements. We start by taking them off of Riddle and giving them to Van. Allocate the whole party. Then we take Riddle's accessories and the black plate off. She might not... I don't even know if anyone will need the black plate, but I'm just going to take it off of her for now. Because the last thing I want to do is be hunting around looking for the black plate. There's the stone mail. With him, I think I want his hit percentage to be up as much as it will, so I think I need a sight scope. It's up by 3. That's only up by 1. So yeah, the sight scope was the better one. Then, what's the Dreamer's bandana? Okay, I remember that one. We are going to put on the Profiteer purse. And then I think, yeah, we'll give him a defender. I really hope Van is good. I don't know if I have ever used him. I usually stick with, like, Lynx or Surge as my number 1, a Thief as my number 2, and someone who's a good all-arounder, or, well, I'll just usually pick anyone for number 3, and it ends up being either Glenn, or Rasley, or Riddle. Like, someone who can do a lot with a little, and... yeah, I want to try out other characters. Even if it's just in the 3rd character slot, I would like to try a little variety. Apparently there's another level 7 technique somewhere that I have never known about. And they just kind of throw it in this guide as a throwaway line to be like, oh, by the way, you can also get this other level 7 technique by going to the Isle of the Damned. I didn't know that. Okay, elements, allocate. Go to Stina. There you are. And we're not going... Oh, we are going to equip. Because this one is a level 5. So even though she doesn't have the level 7 spell slot that I'm looking for, we'll start with her level 5, getting that one equipped. What's this one? Okay. So she's like a summoner? Maybe I should use Stina. She's kind of cool. And then even though we're picking up this technique, we're not going to equip it until everybody has learned or opened up the spell slot that I need it to go into. Oh, I should also check Draggy. I don't know if I ever checked his level 7 spell. There it is. Also, I get it. I understand why they don't allow us to keep the key items between playthroughs, because most of them are plot related. But at the same time, I kind of wish I could keep some of these things. Here lies Garai. May your eternal dream live on. Oh, and the Isle of the Damned has flowers now. Okay, so I think I needed Stina in my party if I wanted to collect her level 7 technique. So that's a thing that I will need to remember later on. When I finally decide to give her a shot, I need to remember that she's got another technique waiting. That it's ready now. That she could go get it at any time. And that she might get it now. Okay, I can deal with 1 damage. I was even thinking of stealing from the guy, but if he dies that fast, then I don't need to. Alright, what I'm gonna do is probably going to drive some of you crazy. Hopefully not too crazy, but it might. It might drive you a little batty. But I'm gonna do it because otherwise I'm gonna forget. And I don't like to forget things. So, thing number 1, I want a new boomerang for, what's his name? There it is, Rockarang. And I can afford it, I can make it, so we're gonna give that to Van. Next, we're going to teleport Van out of the party and Stina into the party just so we can head back over there. I'm not going to take the time to put on any equipment or to deal with any elements. She is going in naked. And it's going to be up to Fargo and Lynx to keep her standing. Which won't be a problem because this area is now an easy area. Everybody's underpowered compared to me. There we go. I was like, Of course, if I miss all of my attacks, that might make things a challenge too. I like how she wiggles her sword. She looks like a sword dancer. I'm excited to see what she's like in combat if I ever put her in my party. I'll put her in my party. I'm sure I'll put her in my party. There it is. All right, I'm putting her at the front. I don't think I need to. I'm just going to. Yep. May your eternal dream live on. I feel your pain deep within my soul. I understand. I shall fall heir to your dream. There we are. Excellent. So that is her level 7 technique. We don't have a spell slot for it yet. We will, but not yet. But I love getting at this part of the game where everybody's getting their level 7 techniques. We're getting to the point where they will have all of their magic for the end of the game. I missed. I hate missing so much. Oh my gosh. I have been trying not to lose my cool over it, but it is the one thing that makes me so angry in this game. There's one. There's two. And the reason I did that is I kind of wanted to, I want to see her summon. So let's see the Diria Shadow. Diria's Shadow. That does not look like Diria at all. It's a very cool summon, but it didn't look like that old lady. Okay, now we just have to leave and head to Mount Pyre. I'm excited. I'm gonna get my face back. I'm finally getting my face back. It's not much of a fight, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do that fight. Whoops, wrong button. That's the button. We go here, we say you leave the party and let Van back in. Alright, good work everybody. We are in the home world, so it is off to Mount Pyre. The question is, all right, so I can pass through it, but there are some new treasures that I have not seen before. So similar to the last time we were here in another world, this time we are mostly here trying to find just a few treasures. I'm not too worried about these fights. I think they're going to be pretty easy. I'm surprised that that guy stayed on his feet for all of Lynx's attack. That makes me a little nervous that this will not be as easy as I thought it would be. let me check something. This whole time he has had a silver sword. When I get outside, I need to craft a Denadorite sword for him, or a stone sword, or whatever they call it. Okay, first things first, we've got a very expensive thing to try to collect. It's expensive in terms of hit points that it costs. Oh, it's not even there! Oh, I still needed to do it. Never mind. Because I can't climb up this when it's ice, so... No matter what, we would have needed to do that. Since that guy is running around right next to us, he's gonna get a quick 200 hit points back. Now I'm gonna kill him so that I can get all my hit points back. That Master Mune is so good. Such a good weapon. Perfect and perfecter. He really wanted to fight me. Did you see how long he was on that bridge? He stood there forever. He was like, oh wait, we can fight. I'm really good at fighting. Can we wait for my fight? And now he's dead. That's all it took. He didn't make it that long. Okay, there are 3 treasures up here. Oh yes, and they're in the annoying room. I had a feeling it was coming, I just didn't know who it was gonna be. Excellent. That's fine. It's fine. I don't think this is enough to kill them, but we're gonna try. Don't miss Fargo! Oh my gosh! He makes me so angry when he misses. Okay, Van. Kind of want to see your level 3 technique. Jump throw, a technique learned from a correspondence course. Alright, that's a pretty good move. Just as good as any other level 3 technique, but it's flashy, looks good. I panicked, I saw one coming at me and then I turned around right into another one. But this time we're not gonna miss. We are so accurate. Here we go. Big shot. Excellent. One of them's down. Excellent. Since he's got the opportunity, let's go ahead and steal. I hate that four-letter word. Miss? Ugh. Ugh. Why would people do that? Ugh. Exasperated sigh. Van, I want to see all your techniques. And if you keep missing like that, making it so I can't see your techniques, then I'm gonna kick you out of the party. The good news is, if I keep getting swarmed by these dudes, eventually there will be none left. I will have killed them all. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As long as I still get my chance at stealing from him, that's good. Oh my gosh. I am so mad. Oh, Fargo. He makes me angry. Well, without that level 3 attack, I can't do the one thing I want to do. So I will just pillage with this guy. But I guess that also gives Van a chance. That's 3 in a row. 3 attempts at thievery failed in a row. Oh. I don't think this is very useful. I'm going to hold off on that unless it creates a green field or it creates a full field effect. I don't think I would ever use that. Alright, show me your piggy boink. Set your precious piggy bank onto your foe. This is his level 7 technique. I skipped the wet paint where he changes the field effect. That was fun. It's like a little bomb. I like it. Alright, there's still one left. He almost got me too. I love that these toros, those bulls, wear diapers. At least that's what it looks like to me. Looks like they wear diapers. They're incontinent villains. After all, nothing says villainy quite like adult diapers. Oh boy. Excellent. I was able to skip all of those dudes. It looks like there are 2 more treasures that have spawned. I'm just having trouble seeing where they are. So not there. Unless these are treasures that I collected the first time. In fact, I think that it is. Now that I'm looking closer at where they are on the map, I'm pretty sure I've already done it. Okay, we said we were going to do it. We are absolutely going to do it. I need a stone sword for, at least for Fargo. I think I'll just stick with that one. And then if I need another one, I can craft another one. There we go. Now Fargo is on par with everyone else. He is ready to deal physical damage with the best of them. All right, Fort Dragonia in the home world. We have already done all of the lower floors. We have done the green room. Oh, they're saying that there's a boss fight to do. Oh, okay. Let's go fight a boss. Now, we don't need her to do this, but she's going to do it anyway, because we didn't do the last place. Place the dragon tear here. The fort shall open itself up for you. Yep, there's no choice. We have to let it happen. That only means that the black room is now finished without our needing to do it. Because we came in earlier to get Draggy, and when we did that, we did all 4 of the main floor rooms that have all of the treasure. But now we've got a boss fight. So cross your fingers, baby. Let's make sure we do it. Let's make sure we do it.
Heh, so you finally made it. But this is as far as you will get. It's a little too soon for you to get your original form back.
Dang it. I really should read these guides beforehand, because the very first thing that it says is use your black hole trap. They never said anything about equipping that. They just tell you it in the fight after you have started, or at least, you know, since I read these things as I come to them after I started. So anyway, I might get a game over in this fight. We'll find out together. Let's go physical with Lynx and magical with everyone else. I have no idea what I can steal from him, but hopefully we do steal from him. Fargo has been missing a lot. Okay, good. Yeah, arg. The trashy tiara is not good. We're not going to use it. I guess it's good for breaking down, maybe. Ooh, ooh, that was pretty painful. Okay, well, I had planned on using jump throw, but I think I'm gonna go with recover all. Now for you. I'm gonna go with diminish. So we learned our lesson, seal all sucks, and I should probably remove it from my list of elements. But diminish will work on everyone. And if I switch over to primarily physical attacks, and he continues to hit me with magical attacks, then I should be pretty golden. And then of course he goes immediately for a physical attack. Ugh. When the animation shows them hunched over, I'm sitting here thinking, excellent! I knocked him down! And then they get right back up and I'm like, no! You were supposed to be down! Yep, still up. This could be deadly for Van. Nope, Van's still going. It was worst for Fargo. Ugh, don't miss. Okay, that's a good insurance amount of health. $189 is not a lot. Whatever. Keep going. If we need to, we can heal. But I might hit him with a piggy boink just to make sure that I, you know, establish dominance. That was cute. I just realized the animation. He kicks it to make it go. All right, that's what I needed to see. I needed to see him go down on one knee like that. Lynx has full health, so this shouldn't kill him. I'm worried about Van. Van doesn't have a lot of stats to his name yet. But it's still Lynx's turn. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna go all physical so I can keep some magic slots open with some of these characters. I'm pretty sure Lynx is out of healing magic. We don't need it. We don't even need it. Not worried about it. But I am going to hit him with my own Forever Zero. He's going to hit me with it. I'm going to hit him back. Arg. I thought that would take him out. I thought that was the end of him. That was the end of him. That was the end of him. And we got our next growth level. When did I take a nap? I don't remember when I had a chance to sleep, but I'm now at 37 out of 37. We got our level 8 spell slot, so we can start equipping. Well, we can equip one summon to Lynx, and nobody else got a spell slot. So that kind of sucks.
Impressive. I may have underestimated you. Anyway, I must get on with my affairs. Besides, it's too late. Goodbye, Sammy.
Whoops. I don't want to equip. I want to allocate for the whole party. And then I want to go by attack first. And I want to get rid of that seal all, because that is useless to me. So let's look for a level 6. Gotta be yellow. Gotta be red. Alright, so there are a lot of these where you have to be a specific color in order to actually do it. But I did see one that caught my eye. It was Inferno. And I have Inferno equipped, so maybe if I did... I'm thinking Meteor Shower. Because then it's a +2, that's pretty good. It's way better than Seal All. The elemental attack that hurts ourselves instead of our enemy. Let's head upwards. Okay. There should be some treasure in here. We don't need to flip that switch because, again, we use the dragon tier. Nothing there. I might go into that room looking for treasure. But that's pretty much all I'm doing at this point, is just looking for these chests that can be opened. Again, I don't think there's anything in here, but I don't remember, and I don't see a map. And if there's no map in front of me, then I have no way of knowing without checking it with mine own precious eyes. Kind of nice not having a bunch of enemies flapping around trying to kill me, and just come in here, collect all this treasure, and then move along. All right, here we go. Sammy, you must proceed alone from here. You must see and confirm for yourself who you really are. Truth shall manifest itself once you believe in your heart. I need to make sure. Okay, this doesn't tell me to unequip anything, so I'm going to just go ahead and use the Tear of Hate. Okay. Maybe I talk to it? I talk to it, and then it uses the tear. All life on this planet was born in the sea. The life forms softly slumbered within the womb of our Mother Ocean. Until eventually they developed free will and were able to swim about the ocean freely. Then there came those that, not satisfied with life in the water, looked up from the ocean floor towards the blue skies and dreamt of the feel of the land. Aeons passed before their preposterous dream became a reality, and they rose up from the seas onto the earth. The land became full of all kinds of creatures. Among these, the dragon lizards and the more evolved reptites thought they would reign over the earth forever. And for a long while, it seemed that they would. However, the unforeseen coming of the Mighty One from the heavens suddenly smashed their kingdom to pieces. The one known as Lavos, the Great Crimson Flame. Wielding absolute power, Lavos buried the dinosaurs, the kings of the land, in the space of a night. However, the timid apes who had lived hidden in the forests came into contact with the crimson flame that fell from the sky and evolved into humans. Perhaps this was not evolution, but transformation. Regardless, humans increased in number and filled the earth. The fearsome progeny of Lavos, just like their progenitor, began to devour our mother planet. I do like these pre-rendered cutscenes. I am a sucker for these pre-rendered cutscenes. I melted! I melted away! I was Lynx for too long and I forgot what I looked like. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna be born again. Don't worry about it. I was a hairy baby. Some of that 1999 CG water, baby. Perfect little droplets. Constantly forming and falling. We broke another one. That's 2. We have destroyed 2 of them. Man. Nobody should trust us with anything. Sammy! 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 I know there were only 2, but someone at the bottom was like, hey, that's Sammy. Sammy, you have regained your identity without being led astray. Your eyes, which foresaw the truth, shall help you to regain your trust among your comrades. Comrades. There is nothing we can do about the dragon tear. Its shattering does not come as a surprise. However, you also carry the fate of the dragon tear from another world. The broken pieces of love and hate, although contradictory, they are 2 sides of the same coin. A mysterious force may come to light when the 2 pieces are united. Perhaps this force will be the legendary Chrono. The only problem is the shrine, which is said to give life to the Chrono, is nothing but a cavern inside Divine Dragon Falls. Sammy, you may hold the key to bringing forth its powers. Now, this is what I don't know. Because I have old save files and I have some New Game Plus files, if I were to craft the Chrono, would it pull all of those characters in? Or would it say, this is a new save file, there's no New Game Plus tied to it, therefore I can't bring in the other characters? That's what I'm not sure about. It doesn't matter, I have not recruited everyone anyway, so we don't really have to worry about it too much. Excellent. Now what I want to check is if... Did he put seal all? It doesn't look like it. Excellent. Okay. I like those elements. I think that's better. Now, he's got the Master Mune, he's got the Stone Mail, but he took everything else off. And I want him to always have a Forget-Me-Not pot. And he's the only one who can use these Pendragon sigils, but I don't care for them. They change the element of your weapon to the last element that you received as an attack, meaning that you are switching to the element that the baddies want to use. Like, so it doesn't seem useful. I'm tempted to make him a Dragoon. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, Sammy is fully equipped and ready to roll. Alright, we are just going to leave this place, and then tomorrow we will deal with the consequences of collecting everybody. Now, one of the things that you will notice is that even though we haven't spoken to a single person, almost all of them are back in my party now. There are still missing spaces for people who are yet to be recruited, as well as people who will be recruited in another playthrough. But people like Neofio, Greco, Skelly, those who were recruited under Sammy, they don't need any motivation. They don't need to have me call them up. I don't have to re-recruit them. Once they've been recruited, they will always be recruited. They were temporarily unavailable, but you will also have noticed that there was one person missing from that list. And if you didn't notice, don't worry, we'll find that person very soon. Okay. We are going to call it here right now. When we come back, we are going to recruit 2 more characters, and then we're going to try to start the... we're going to start some other stuff. But the point being, we have Sammy back. We are going to be able to do our normal intro from here on out. The only thing that we could possibly do as a way to kind of improve things would be to do a few optional stuff. The first of those optional things, I believe, is finishing the Rainbow Quest. But again, in order to actually craft Rainbow, it's going to be a process. And I don't know if I'm going to make you sit through that process or if I'm going to do it off stream. Maybe I'll make you sit through it with me so you can see just how tedious it is to make one thing out of Rainbow. And then if I want to make the rest of the stuff, I'll just do that off stream, off camera. But nonetheless, here we are. We've got Sammy back. We have defeated the dragons. We are going to return to the Sea of Eden soon. But first we've got to do a few more recruitments. We've got to find a few more friends. And I would love it if you were one of those friends we found. So join us tomorrow for more Chrono Cross. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!